All right, so the main article for, I'd say it's the main article for the Maker News is Raspberry Pi actually just launched their brand new Raspberry Pi Pico microcontroller. It's kind of like an Arduino board. It costs only $4, and it has its own custom silicon called the RP2040 SoC. It features an ARM Cortex M0 processor, and it's running on up to 133 megahertz. It has 264,000 of SRAM and 2 megabytes of onboard storage. So it is used to run MicroPython, and you have no clue what I'm talking about.
You know, I'm like the least technical person in this office.
So basically, Raspberry Pi is like, hey, Arduino, you're doing a pretty good job, but we want to have a piece of the pie, so we're gonna release our own microcontroller.
But like for $4?
Yeah, I mean, Arduinos are also pretty cheap.
How do you make something with $4 that has cold silicon connectors?
Well, if you
anything?
mass produce it, it's pretty easy,
Okay.
I'd say. Will be interesting definitely to test this also ourselves here in the SurrogateTV HQ, because we do use a lot of Arduinos. For example, in our Sumo bots, we use the MKR1000 Arduino boards. And yeah, Arduinos are pretty useful. Like, unless you need like something like a camera, you just need like basic robotics controls, for example. Arduinos are the perfect microcontrollers for that, and it's going to be interesting to see how the Raspberry Pi one compares to those. In the review, I haven't seen anything special, but let me just check quickly, chat. No, there wasn't any like I haven't found any reviews where they had like any strong opinions yet. It's just released today, I believe. Alexi, what are you gonna do with the Raspberry Pi Pico?
I'm gonna eat it. I like Raspberry Pi. That's
You're
all.
right.
That was all I have to input on this conversation.
Well, I guess Alexi loves Maker News when we announce new microcontrollers.
I've been exposed that I don't know a lot of technical things like such.
Maybe.
As this.
But looking at the image, I see a bunch of pin boards. We will have to find a diagram for that and what is actually possible. But it's using micro USB for powering, and it also has a reset button.
Prin said, "Give the old hardware as prizes then." Why is Prin always suggesting as everything as prizes?
Because that is Prin.
He loves the stuff that we do here. He wants it all.
Yep.
And everything we own.
All right.
I don't blame him.
Seems like, I wanted to be green today and use my phone, so I made a document with all the stuff.
Wait, you're reading everything from the phone and you have a laptop in front of you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to be green, and I made a whole document.
Yeah.
And he's scrolling A4 papers
nothing
on
is
his
showing.
phone.
Nothing is showing. That's the weird part. It's a PDF, and nothing is showing on it. So I'm very confused why. But let's move to the next article. I think next one should be fine. All right. So the next one I wanted to show you guys is this guy. His name is Eben Kowawo, I believe. And he made his very own robot arm using Arduino, not the Raspberry Pi Pico yet.
Aww.
Soon, team. But yeah, he made this really awesome
This
robotics
is a robotic arm.
arm. Wait, what happened there?
I like to call it Mark 1. It's an Arduino-powered robotic arm, which features a claw for moving objects around, as well as 6 motors for better movement.
Well, what I love the most about this one is it uses basically anything you can find. It uses electronics that I see in our office, like the servers. We literally have the same servers in our office, but he used them for the robotics arm. Everything is 3D printed, but as the writer on the Hackaday writes, the best part is that everything is very well documented. All the code, all the design files, and everything else is made so that anybody can just replicate the setup very easily.
Just don't show that to me, Kyle. We are gonna have robot arms
DIY
everywhere.
robot arm for claw machine.
Oh my god, that's...
It would be cool if somebody would hook something up like this to SurrogateTV. DIY robot arm.
How would you control it?
WASD.
And spacebar to close and...
I don't know, you just put I guess you press a certain button so you control a certain servo, and then you press W and S like up and down, and then you press the next servo up and down, next servo up and down.
Imagine the Wii Play, like everyone gets 1 minute, and they have to stack a pile
Of
and-
something.
Yeah.
And the higher you go, that would have been pretty epic.
Then
Alexi,
someone comes around and just knocks it over. Everyone
Alexi,
has to start over.
what do you have for this arm? Are you with us?
Yes, I am with you. Well, I'm present, but I zoned out. I was reading chat.
What is the chat saying?
The chat says, "Where's the? There it is."
What is the chat
No,
saying?
Real Rob is saying that no, they were just discussing the tech. That what do we do with all the old tech around here? And I was
Okay.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, what do we do with it?
We pile it and then store it in our storage room. But anyway,
That was a very quick answer. Like, don't discuss that.
no, that's actually what we do.
Okay.
We hoard a bunch of old electronics.
Okay.
Oh, some of it ends up in the studio.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true. But
so,
anyway,
so there is a chance of maybe giving it away if people are actually interested. I'm okay. No. Okay. Sorry, friend.
all
You
right.
can do. The boss has spoken.
Next up, we got another maker project. And this one is something I wish we would have done in our office, because we actually wanted to do something like it. And it's a Rocket League IRL. So, a guy named, let me make sure I pronounce that name correctly, Mark Ripple, made a RC car that jumps just like a Rocket League car. So let's play the video and see how it happens. Not like that.
Did it just blow up?
That was fast.
Wait a second, let me just fix something with my... Can you switch the scene? I wanna...
Ever since I
We have a small issue with our power.
You made a Rocket League car. It just disassembles.
Let's just make sure that everything will work as I want it to. Alright, so for some reason...
Who needs practice runs? Just do it live.
Okay, now it's done. So for... Where, what?
If you're listening to this not watching, we're having some technical difficulties with the video.
No,
over
now
here.
it's working. Now it's working. All right. It's just Windows because of power. Anyway,
Don't explain. Just let's go.
so let's go.
Yes,
Let me
we
show
can
you
go
how it actually
here,
looks in
and
the
I'm
end.
not
I'm just
getting
gonna move it
a
through
lightweight
quickly
wheel.
because it looked pretty. There it is. Let's play.
Oh, yeah,
Heard you
So
say
look at it.
Doritos.
He's going to jump with
It
it
can drop.
soon. I hope.
slowly, it can defend.
Let's
It
see.
can jump and defend.
Oh.
There you go. So it actually jumps. It does like a 360 spin,
It's just like playing Rocket League. This car was a ton of fun to make.
which is
It's a
pretty
great
cool.
concept, but
I have never seen anybody do a full
I
like
think with
real
some
life
refinement, you
Rocket
can make
League
this car
car.
jump
Where's the nitro
and flip
boost?
in all directions.
I want
Drive.
flames out of that machine.
I don't know, man.
How does it? So how does it jump?
He made a mechanism. Let's find it.
Wonder.
I think it was.
Even it is $20 at a local vendor. Nice. I had to scale the car up a little bit to fit the jumping mechanism.
So did he actually? Yeah, he actually used the jumping mechanism from those jumping bots.
Okay, yeah.
You know the ones we have in the office.
Yeah.
So there are these robots. Let me move back to the.
Rather than
Slide where it
this
shows
product,
it.
will make
So there are these robots. They have a mechanism that makes them jump. It's inside. It's like a.
It like turns like a
It
wheel.
turns like a wheel to create pressure.
Yeah.
From
And then it's like a spring loader almost
yes,
like
and then the spring just releases.
so like it winds itself and then releases.
Yeah, so I guess he just measured it precisely in order for when you release it, it actually makes a 360 jump, assuming that the floor is clear.
How often does that land on its
Well,
upside down?
when I watched the end of the video, it was all the time.
Okay.
So,
So then it's not the most convenient thing in that sense, but
what do you mean?
slowly.
No, it always works.
oh, like it does. Oh, okay.
It can stay in the net and do
Right. Okay, you meant the other way.
Just
Okay.
like
Yes,
playing Rocket
got
League. This car was a ton of fun to make.
It looks like.
It looks like there's no traction on the wheels at all.
Pretty much at the
Yeah,
limit
that's
of
one
what-
thing.
I think with some refinement.
Maybe it's
front jump,
intentional.
I think because the wheels are so light, if it's from the
I
jumping
know.
bot.
So I think the car had the rubbers, and he had to remove them because the rubbers create extra jumpiness, or what do you call like because it's rubber, you can squeeze it. So I
Bouncy.
bounciness, and maybe that messes up the whole 360 spin.
It looks like it was using a solenoid in the final product.
Let's see. Nope.
Chat saying now attach boosters.
Now attach boosters.
Yep,
Sounds good.
exactly.
All right, let's move to the next piece of news. But anyway, I want to say that this is a pretty cool one. We should maybe do the same. We have those bots and we have RC cars. We should make a Rocket League car
An arena.
and an arena.
That would be
And
cool.
and just do it, you know, just make our own
I feel like
Rocket
there would
League.
be so many problems with the cars.
yeah, they
damage
would break
wise,
all the
yeah.
time. That's one thing you don't realize. It sounds cool
Yeah.
and it will work for the first hour and then things will start breaking
Yeah.
most likely.
I feel like with sumo bots, we're already on the limit of like how much bashing can it take without breaking.
Yeah, those are pretty robust.
Yeah, and they break.